Hey guys, and welcome back to God of War 2. Ooh, dramatic, fancy opening to our second recording session. I'm here again with THD and Xgamer Richie, and since it is a new recording session, some of you may have forgotten what happened last time.
I did.
Helldragon especially plus, if you will. That's his level 4 weapon. So I'm just going to recap what happened in parts 1 to 5. Kratos was punked by Zeus. Zeus basically tricked him into putting all his godly power into the Blade of Olympus. Then he stabbed him. Zeus stabbed Kratos, that is, with the Blade of Olympus. Kind of ironic if you ask me. And Kratos was sent to Hades again, met up with Mother Earth, Gaia, the Titan, and she basically brought him back to life and said, you know, if you do this thing, we shall assist you, God of War, or ex-God of War. She didn't really want to hurt his feelings at the time, you know. And, you know, you got Pegasus, you met up with Typhon, who was a Titan. You got Typhon's Bane, which is a weapon, which is like a bow, pretty cool, although I like to get up close and personal with guys. And we basically crash-landed on the island of creation here, so it's going to be fun times.
And that is the edit he made to the wiki article for God of War 2.
It's got like my ums and ahs and everything.
And that's true, he wrote it out all specific.
Oh, I love this combo!
That's a pretty good one. I like that one. I like the one where you just kind of spin in a death tornado. It doesn't really do a lot of damage, but man, it's fun. These guys aren't too bad. It's only when they're combined with tougher enemies you'll fight later on when they become a bit more annoying, but they're not too bad otherwise. You know, just hit them, do the circle move to finish them, things like that. You'll notice Kratos loves snapping a guy's neck, and he will snap a neck whenever he can in this game. Just watch. These next enemies coming up, when you do it enough, he's going to snap their fucking necks. And this is the best circle grab right here, because all you have to do is kick these dogs in each other's faces over and over and over, and it's so satisfying.
This seems cruel. I'm sure like ancient Greek Peter would want a word with me, but I don't care. It's amazing.
I think they definitely would, but then again, ancient Greek Peter didn't exist, so you just have to deal with the current, slightly crazy Peter.
Oh, you know that would have been a Socrates thing.
Wait, are you getting political with, like, beings of mythology?
Socrates was not a mythological being, although we do inflate him to that status, don't we?
Yes.
Well, I mean, the thing is that he has sort of become pseudo-mythological because one of the only real reasons that we know he exists is because of, obviously, factual historical documents, but also Plato. Because in Plato's stuff that he wrote, it was constantly having conversations with Socrates. And whether they were actual conversations that took place or just hypothetical conversations, that's basically what we have to remember of Socrates, I think.
Socrates is just Plato's imaginary friend, isn't he?
It's his stand! I'm sorry, I shouldn't try to push the stand angle so hard, I just like it. So these are the Seed of Time, that's our eventual goal. I kind of like that in like games and whatnot, when you see your goal in the distance and you have to work towards it. I think it goes back to my whole going up and down a tower-like structure kind of fetish.
Yeah, like, this temple and, you know, like, when we're going to other areas, I've probably said this already, but one thing I love about the whole God of War 2, like, setup, is that it feels very like you really do feel like you're going on this huge grand quest, even more so than the first game, I think, where you're going through all these different locations. Like, the goal now is to find the Sisters of Fate, because Kratos wants to go back to before he got his, like, godly power zone, so he could punk Zeus back, making him the punky instead of the punker, you know what I'm saying?
Ancient Grecian Ashton Kutcher. Nice.
So, with all of that, you know, done, like, he's going all these different places, he's encountering all these new enemies, there's, like, these huge landscapes that look fantastic for PS2, like, right here, look at this. Look at that view right there. That looks great.
Glorious. Thank you, Ancient Grecian Tourism Board.
Chris is like, wow, I'm glad I paid for a ticket for this. It's awesome.
Wasn't there supposed to be a bridge here? Am I going to have to go around?
Kratos, what are you doing here?
This is Rhea, I believe, Zeus's mother.
Indeed.
And I say I believe, it's obviously brought up in the cutscene, but there's no subtitles for whatever reason, and I'm talking over it, so I may as well recap. So, for those of you who studied your mythology, you'll know that Zeus's dad, I believe, Kronos, he was if Zeus was a prick, Kronos was prick plus. You know, he was a level above. And he wanted to just eat his offspring. So Rhea thought, you know what? Fuck wait until the end of the movie, like in Lord of the Rings. I'll get the eagle or the falcon or whatever to come now, and I will take Zeus away to an island and hide him. And I'll give Kronos a rock, like a swaddled rock to eat instead, and he'll be none the wiser.
Well, yeah, but then the problem with that is that Rhea is both Kronos' wife and sister, so he can kind of see through that sort of shite.
Talk about keeping it within the family. Oi.
Incest is the reason he can see through ruses? You worded that kind of weirdly. Oh, ancient Greeks, what are you gonna do?
Basically, the idea, if I seem to recall my mythology correctly, and spoilers, probably not, was that Kronos knew that Zeus would overtake the Titans one day and claim their place instead as the rulers of the world. So Kronos is like, I think the best course of action is to eat my newborn son. I haven't thought of anything else, but I'm gonna go with this strategy. So instead he eats a rock and gets a kidney stone, I presume, while Zeus is carted off to this magical cave where, in the transition of a single cutscene, we go inside, then as we come back out, he's a fully grown dude. That's amazing.
Oh my god, it's Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
It's Christopher Lambert, yeah.
He's got a bit of a smoky voice like this. That sounds nothing like Christopher Lambert, I'm sorry.
Man, I actually really enjoyed the Mortal Kombat film. It's not great, make no mistake, but it wasn't as bad as, like, say, Street Fighter, which I kind of love because it is so shit, admittedly, so there you go.
Gaia is a lion turtle, I love it.
Also, can I be a little bit pernickety? I believe that the pronunciation for Mortal Kombat's character is Raiden rather than Raiden. Raiden is the Metal Gear character. I'm pretty sure Raiden is the Mortal Kombat one.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that because they actually, I believe in the first version of Mortal Kombat, they spell Raiden as Rayden, just to make sure you absolutely knew how to pronounce his name. And then for some reason it became Raiden, so I don't know.
Nearly had a heart attack there, it's fine, moving on. Oh, it's the daddy or the mummy, can't really tell, don't want to be offensive.
Alright, now in this section, these little hounds, fun as they are to kick, they will keep respawning, so you should focus your attacks on the big daddy over here. Now, what's actually kind of interesting, and I know we were talking about this previously, Richie, where I made the observation that the Cerberus in this game kind of reminds me of the Chimera. You know, the three-headed thing with the goat head, the snake head or tail, and like the lion head. And you were saying that actually the original interpretation of Cerberus was very close to the Chimera. Now, my question is, when did they become two separate entities? Like, I never really got that.
So, I mean, I think that they always were two separate entities. It's just that the general depiction of Cerberus was as having three heads, a serpent for a tail, and snakes protruding from various parts of his body. So, obviously, they're just quite similar in construction. And I don't really know. I mean, the thing is that Cerberus is the offspring of the monsters Echidna and Typhon, who obviously we've already met.
Man, they just birthed every monster, it's crazy.
Pretty much. And, yeah, I mean, the thing is that the main reason that Cerberus is known is because he's the final labour of Heracles. So that's basically why we know about Cerberus, but he's been in quite a lot of stuff.
So that's why Hera was so mad, because the son was named Heracles. That should be my extra title. I should be a Cleese.
Ah, yes, the most famous Cleese of them all, John Cleese. Don't know where that came from, I apologize.
I don't know either. And I've just had a quick look at Chimera, so I think the reason why they probably are quite similar is because the Chimera is also one of the offspring of Typhon and Echidna, and is related to Cerberus and the Lernaean Hydra. So that they all come from the same issue, pretty much. So that's obviously why all multi-headed, all got some sort of serpent thing involved with them, and all just really bloody weird.
Oh, you know what? I've had enough of you guys already. It's been a long day, and I killed your mum, so you may as well stay dead. I'm gonna fucking kick your ass on a save point. I don't care.
Having a little bit too much fun.
The only thing that could be better than that is killing him on top of a chest, you know? Oh, okay. Nothing beats a good save point. Alright, let's continue. Wee! Ow! I honestly didn't mean to do that, but it was really funny.
Well, at least we've got a wonderful health chest here to just rescue you.
Oh, can I level anything up? I haven't really been checking my upgrades. Yeah, put it all into the combos, baby. Aww.
He just sticks the sword in the juice. Alright, eat up. You know, you gotta grow big and strong.
What type of weapon are the blades of Athena? Like
Bullshit.
Are they just mini swords on chains?
Pretty much. Like, I have to admit, Swords on Chains sounds kind of like that stupid weapon you'd come up with when you're 13. Alright, I made a character, Kratos, and he's like this badass Spartan dude, and he's got like ashes glued to his body, and he uses swords. Chains. No, swords on chains. Dude, that would be awesome.
Cold Steel, the Spartan, nothing personnel, Zeus.
I'm pretty sure somebody has done that. You know, just put Kratos in nothing personnel. Somebody actually, I don't remember who did this, but they actually, when I talked about it, with the whole I want to see Kratos in the Hercules Disney style, somebody actually linked a picture of that on Twitter, and I think you retweeted it, and it actually looked pretty good. Like, that's how I think Kratos would, at least close-like, would look as part of that style. So that was actually kind of nicely timed.
Are we talking about the one where it's Hades talking to Kratos?
Yeah, telling him to calm down. I'm like, Hades, motherfucker, you're like the last guy to do this.
Your memory is terrible, because that was me who posted it.
Oh, really? Well, I'm sorry, Tom, but if it's not about websites or personal development, then obviously I don't give a fuck and I'll stop remembering.
Oh, there's so many dogs, so many arrows. I wonder if I could, like, be jammy and just jump across here.
Try it.
If it'll roll the right way. There we go.
Oh my god, that worked. I was actually kind of afraid for a minute there.
It's all good, mate. You're talking to NTom64 over here.
Yes, I know. I'm talking to Intom64.
It's fine, you're just trying to make use of the pro speedrunning straps that MBM's taught you over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Has MBM even played this game?
I'm not sure.
I'll have to ask him sometime.
Oh, I love Angry Time. You know what I don't love, though? Long-ranged enemies.
I don't like coleslaw.
You getting your jollies?
Richie? Leave. Take your hurt feelings and go.
See, this is why Tom hates playing against me when I play Mega Man and Smash.
God, I've not played Smash in so long.
Same here. I haven't played the Wii U for so long, and I think we all know why.
I think mine is resembling ancient Grecian architecture about that.
Just blow it off.
Legends tell of a console that didn't do all that well.
Look at this ancient scroll that's fat and takes up too much resources.
So yeah, these are the Sirens, and true to their name, they are very siren-like, and we'll try to do this.
Yeah, the big thing is here, you really kind of want to be on the defensive. Like, hit him a few times to kind of duck away. The main thing to do is you have to kill them using the reaction command, quote-unquote, that I'm going to steal from Kingdom Hearts here. Because once you snap their spines, because of course Kratos has to snap something, they send out a shockwave, one of which will, 3 of these will break this door. But they also do damage to the surrounding enemies, and they drop magic stuff, which is why you can use Typhon's Bane to actually shoot them really fast.
Ah, okay, well let me try that. Get out of harm's way first and foremost.
Stop it.
Fair warning, apparently, according to the wonderful guide, there is a giant chain on the right hand side, and you can jump to one of the small platforms on the side of the chain, and if you kind of keep jumping up, then there are 2 unmarked chests.
Nice.
I'm just going to set myself on fire.
Obviously, just get rid of the sirens to open the door so that you can then leg it as soon as necessary.
That's what I'm trying to do, but they keep attacking in unison, like some sort of team. There we go.
Talk about team goals. Did they censor the siren's breast? I think they did. I wouldn't be surprised, really.
I have no answer for this, mate. Sorry. Didn't code the game.
Oh, you weren't looking at him, huh?
Well, I'm in the middle of combat. You're the ones who get to sit there passively.
That's true.
Don't mind me. Just get the top up. Now we be cheesy. There we go.
It's the best way to go with these things.
It ain't easy to keep on being cheesy.
Man, what happened to Chester Cheetah? Like, he used to be, like, cool 90s man, but then he's all like, I don't know what they've done with him recently in terms of the advertising.
This is where I'm meant to be going, right?
Yeah, so you need to get on that, then I think you need to get on top of the chain, and then run all the way to the top of it.
Okay, there we go. It's a little bit awkward to get on, but it kind of, like, locks you onto a path, and then you climb on the ceiling.
Yep, and then you make your way to those chests.
And Bob is your uncle at one point.
You're really liking that phrase for some reason.
Well, you kept saying it so much that I figure I might as well adopt it.
English! What do you
Oh,
expect?
well, that's no excuse.
Oh, whatevs.
That's like if I say, you know, cheeseburger and fries.
Yeehaw, I am a God-fearing American. Nice, nice, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
He just eats the eyes and gets more health. Oh, this is terrible, the shit I do.
And what have I got in here? Just more orbs, I guess. Oh, that was a healthy amount. I'm happy with that. Okay, moving on.
And the sirens seem to have disappeared, which is weird, because apparently they should keep appearing even after it's broken, but obviously they decided they got bored when you started climbing up the chain.
Yeah, you're not paying attention to my single boob. I'm fucking off. Bye. I don't care. Just see you.